Hello everyone, today I'm here with the review of the Balmuda phone. This phone was launched for around 72,000 rupees, that too only in Japan. But now you can get it in Dubai, Abu Dhabi or even in India from some resellers for around 10 to 15,000 rupees. Let's see if this phone is any good for that new low price. First let's talk about the whimsical design itself. It looks super cute and funky. It reminds me of the blue snowball microphone which I used to record voiceovers for my videos, including this one. It is very flat on the front with lips around the screen to protect the display. The back is curved on all sides like there is no frame on this one. The back panel just melts into the rest of the phone. It makes the phone a bit tricky to hold. The textured plastic back makes the phone a bit slippery at times, because the texture makes the palm hot and sweaty. It even spins on itself like a spinner on the table. Remember big YouTubers complaining about table wobble due to camera bump? Let them experience this one time. One disadvantage of the almost non-existent frame of this phone is that it does not have a headphone jack. I won't blame them as there is no space on the exterior of the phone to allow one. It won't support analog audio adapters by the way, so you're required to buy a DAC if you want to use wired headphones. The USB Type-C port has microphone holes on both of its sides. No idea if it has two microphones or not. The back camera and fingerprint sensor position give it a funny face-like vibe, similar to pig faces. It looks more cool with the white version. I didn't get the white one as it was around $20 more expensive than the black one I have here. Even after having a tiny body, the Balmuda phone has a bright multicolored notification LED. It is on the back, but still visible even if the phone is placed face up because of how bright it is. And there's the speakers. It doesn't have stereo speakers, and the single loudspeaker on this phone is facing the other way. It is one of the weakest speakers I have seen on an expensive phone in years. It works like a laptop's down-firing speaker when face up, so it's fine for ringing. Entertainment with this phone is also limited by the small display on the front. It is an IPS LCD, but it is a very good panel with very high color accuracy and good brightness and contrast ratio for an IPS panel. But it has a giant hole punch for the front-facing camera. This giant hole punch on this tiny screen, along with the rear-facing mono speaker, results in very bad entertainment experience. Lack of a headphone jack and no analog audio pass-through via USB-C adds insult to the injury. When it comes to the performance of this phone, it is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 765 5G SoC. Despite the hardware being 5G, it doesn't support neither Jio 5G nor Airtel 5G due to band differences compared to Japanese telecom providers. 4G and voice over LTE works fine though, as you can see. You can even see a tiny HD symbol on the status bar if Volt is working. The phone runs fluid despite packing 5+ year old chipset and 6GB of RAM. Most games run fine, but lack of a high refresh rate display is imminent. Even the latest iPhone 16e has the same refresh rate of this phone at 60Hz, but the benchmark is pretty low. What I most like about this phone, apart from the compact form factor, is the focus on software. The developers have done good work on making sure that the operating system feels smooth, looks aesthetic and well finished. Check out the array of custom apps Balmuda built up from the scratch. Even the home screen is highly customizable. There are two stripes on the home screen that when swiped does a certain task or opens a specific app. Their color is also customizable, and it can be customized for both left and right handers. The on-screen clock along with the owner's info, his or her name, birthday and phone number can be displayed on the home screen. You can hide this if you want though. Normal things like the fingerprint scanner works fine. Nothing special, but it requires the user to press the button to start detecting fingerprints and unlock the phone. This phone has only an IPX4 rating, which is weird as most other Japanese smartphones have IP68 rating. But it has wireless charging support despite being very compact. One thing I noticed, can't say it's a good thing or a bad thing, is that it charges wirelessly only if the battery percentage is below 90%. It charges wirelessly at 92% on this clip only because it charges at any percentage when switched off, and I turned it on while charging. Battery life is very poor on this device. It has an efficient processor and small display. But the tiny 2500 mAh battery, the IPS LCD and the full-fat version of Android OS isn't helping. It certainly has better battery life compared to the iPhone SE though, and charges much faster than that phone. When it comes to camera, let's talk about this flash module for a second. It is insanely bright. Here I have my Samsung Note 9 on maximum brightness. Note 9 has one of the brightest flash and the Balmuda phone trade blows with that. The Note 9's flash appear larger, but it's also because it has a large camera glass in front of the flash. Sony should learn how to incorporate bright flashlight from the Balmuda phone. The camera here is a custom one made by Balmuda. The UI is minimalistic. It don't even have some standard features and settings you normally expect from an Android phone. There's no option to take 48 megapixel photos, and it always takes being 12 megapixel images. What's very weird is that it records videos at just 1080p at 30 fps, but the hardware is capable of recording 4K 60 fps videos. Few samples I took in artificial lighting condition looks very average. You can see a lot of color noise in it, like a shorter raw image. I tried to get a Gcam mode for this device but couldn't. I installed a generic one, but even that couldn't save the camera. There are some greedy YouTubers who use clickbait as it rivals the iPhone camera and all. They are just baiting their foolish subscribers. In actuality, apart from the natural colors, contrast and image processing, which some people like including me, I don't find anything else better on it compared to an iPhone camera. Anyway, it was a fun ride using this device. The care which was given to the software is commendable. Amazing user interface and home screen customizability. The first party apps are also top notch. A special focus on aesthetics has been made during both hardware and software development. If you want a cute and compact funny looking smartphone and can tolerate poor battery life and camera, give it a shot. At least there are some brands which make true compact phones and stand out from the crowd.